Jake Bates. Throwing right side, and it's going to be intercepted. Return past the 15, past the 20, out past the 30. Has space down the sideline. 40, 35, 30. And he is gone. A pick six for Houston. Snap good, hold good, kick up. And it is straight down the middle. Looking to throw, rolls out right. Throws end zone. Touchdown San Antonio. Cody Latimer alone in the end zone. They take a 1-point lead with 3 seconds left. 52-yarder, left hash for the win. Snap good, hold good, kick up, and it's drilled. Miami escapes week 1 with the win. Jason Sanders is looking to throw. Pass right side, wide open. Touchdown Drake London. Touchdown Drake London. Atlanta has tied this game and are an extra point away from taking the lead. Needing the 12-yard line. Handoff, Robinson left side. And going to be stuffed. A loss of 4, maybe 5 on the play. And with 50 seconds to go, the Chiefs have the ball. And most likely that does it. Ball on the 17.5-yard line. Looking to throw. Stepping up, throwing for the end zone. And caught. Touchdown Green Bay. Dontavian Wicks. 56 seconds to play. The Packers are within 3. 6:17 to play in overtime. Tua shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right, bunched up. Tua to throw. Has time. Plenty of time. Pass. End zone left side. Jonnu Smith. Touchdown Miami. They're gonna win. Let's go, baby. Here, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Gonna send Smith in motion. Toss left side for Saquon Barkley. Good blocking and room to run. Pass midfield. Spinning his way. Pass the 35 to 30. 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and the Eagles respond instantly. Saquon Barkley. Oh my, making his presence felt. 1 play, 60 yards, 3rd and 9 from the 35. Mahomes looking to throw. Quick pass left side, caught by Piron. Has room to run. First down and more. Down to about the 17. And he stays in bounds. That will do it. The Kansas City Chiefs have escaped the Bills and have punched their ticket.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Week 5. Miami Dolphins kick off here momentarily. And this should be one of those games. Dolphins and Carolina, both teams 1-3. Miami coming off of their first win on the season on Monday night against the Jets. Tyreek Hill out for the year. So this Dolphins team, at least offensively, is going to be looking quite a bit different. Carolina coming off of that terrible loss to New England. But at home, Carolina has been a pretty solid team this year. So we shall see how this plays out and how this goes. I really have no expectations. That's been the case a majority of this season so far. Is no expectations on how the Dolphins will play. Because that's just how they are this year. We'll see. We will see though. And kickoff is moments away. That London game to begin today was fantastic. It was fantastic's a bit of a strong word for it. But it was a pretty solid game. It was 17-14 the majority of it. But hey, Minnesota, they find their ways. We shall see. I'm just waiting for kickoff. Depending on how this game goes, we'll also decide if I go live with Tampa, Seattle on the 4 o'clock slate. Essentially, it's if this game goes terribly, I probably won't do Tampa, Seattle because I gotta make sure I report post game right after. If this game goes solid, it's a very tight loss. Miami gets the win. Good chance I decide to go live with Tampa and Seattle. I have all the graphics for that made. It's just, it depends on this game. Because if this game goes terribly, I gotta keep that, that energy up for post game. And go right into it. So that's like a 10-minute-ish recording. And I don't think it's exactly a 4:25 kick. Yeah, Tampa Seattle is a 4 o'clock kick. That's going to throw a wrinkle into things as well. We'll see. But what's up? Welcome on in. Kickoff is just about to be underway. Miami, for some reason, is wearing their aqua uniforms today. I mean, obviously, the reason is Carolina chose to wear white. But Miami is a team that doesn't like wearing their home uniform options a lot, especially at home and especially early on in the season. So the fact that they're wearing them today, it's a whatever thing. Yeah, this is one of the few times we'll see Miami wear these uniforms early on in the season. Typically, these don't get unveiled until like November, December. As Miami will get ball first in this one, and kickoff is underway. Going to be returned beginning from about the 3-yard line. Up past the 25 to the 26, maybe 27. The offense will start from there as Tua Tagovailoa takes the field. He had a game without Tyreek Hill last year, but besides that, it's been since 2021 for Tua to play a game without Tyreek Hill on the field. So it's going to be an interesting one, to say the least. It's going to be interesting to see how this offense plays and what the game plan is for today. As Tua in shotgun back behind him. First play of the game. Tua's going to look to throw. Pass over the middle is caught. And gets past the 30 to about the 32. Roughly a gain of 5. And I believe that's Darren Waller on the reception. Already getting him involved early. And the fact that the tight end is like that important in an offense like this, and we didn't make more of a push to get one, does not make sense. So 2nd and 5. Tua in shotgun back behind him once again. Going to hand this off up the middle, and there is room for a gain of 6 for Devon Achane before being brought down. All right, 2 plays and you get a first down. Not bad. Yeah, going against the Carolina defense that is ranked 19th in both yards allowed and points. Meanwhile, Miami's offense is finding themselves in the back 10 of the rankings. A lot of that is because they played Buffalo and they played terribly against the Colts. Tua in shotgun back behind him, fullback in the backfield to his left. 1st and 10 from the 37.5. Going to pass this right left side for Alec Ingold, who was wide open and drops it. Oh, he had room to run as well. That's a rare drop for Ingold. Oh, yeah, he had the space for that. He needs to catch that ball. Yeah, you're asking a fullback to be like a competent pass catcher. It's not the best thing to do. But Ingold is one of those guys where he catches way more than he drops. And that's one he definitely wishes he hanged on to. Tua in shotgun, 3 receiving options to the left, 2 to the right. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw once again. Panthers send 3. Pass right side. That's caught by Jalen Waddle. And should be enough for a first down. If not, it's third and an inch. Yeah, a lot of the eyes today are on Jalen Waddle and the type of impact he can have as that true receiver 1. Typically in this offense, he's like receiver 1B. But he's, again, his first year in the league, he was the main receiving option. He had a really good year. Against the Jets last year, he was the receiver 1. Had a fantastic game. Waddle can be that dude. He need to be it for the rest of the season. Tua under center, back behind him, going to play action and look to throw. Tua with plenty of time, just going to throw this one away right side. Good coverage on the back end from Carolina. Penalty marker down. Probably going to be on Miami for an eligible man downfield, I would imagine. We'll see. It's plays like that, though, where there's plenty of space on that left side, and maybe you have to beat a man or two. Okay, they picked up the penalty. 2nd and 10. It's plays like that that unfold like that, where the left side's like completely open. Maybe you have to make a man or two miss to get like really solid yards. But that's a situation where you would see a Lamar Jackson or a Josh Allen or a Patrick Mahomes even take it themselves and get those few yards. But that's just not in Tua's bag. And again, moments like that kind of hurts the team. Tua under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Tight end sent in motion as they're going to play action, look to throw. Quick pass left side, caught by Achane. Trying to receiver screen, but blocking doesn't fully get out there and it picks up about 5. Not bad, not terrible. I will say if that was that Patrick Paul trying to get out there in time. If he gets out there in time, that's probably a massive gain for Achane. But that's the case with a lot of the screens Miami runs, is it really depends on athleticism at tackle and guard. And that is hard to come by. All right, Tua alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. 3rd and 6, just past midfield at the 49. Tua looking to throw as the Panthers send 4. Passing over the middle is Darren Waller. Inside the 15 to about the 14. Darren Waller splits the safeties. Why is he having such a big impact on the offense? I love it and hate it at the same time. That's a beautiful throw from Tua. And this is where, so Waller went on a podcast in between weeks, and he said that, week 1 of training camp, he got injured again, a completely separate injury. And it's like, if that didn't happen, how different is this Dolphins team? Because he has had such a big impact. Tua in shotgun, back behind him, a handoff left side. And that's going to be maybe a yard there for Achane. Because athleticism at the tight end position is where Miami likes to find their big-bodied pass catchers that are the true stereotypical deep threats. And because we didn't have Waller to begin the season, it does make you question how different this team could be right now. But it also means, why didn't we target one in the offseason or, in the draft? 2nd and 10, Tua in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the right, 2 to the left. Ball on about the 14, Tua quick throw left side, a dangerous pass that luckily is caught for a loss of 1. Malik Washington on the reception. That could have very easily be a pick 6. Yeah, that was 2 inches away from being a pick 6. For Nick Scorton, the rookie out of the A&M. That's a dangerous pass for a green play. Jeez. So 3rd and 11. Tua in shotgun. 4 receivers to the right. A 3rd and 11. The 4-yard line gives you a first down. Tua pressure coming. He's sacked at the 25. Okay. So the drive stalls. But it's a solid enough drive. That was Derek Brown on the sack. Yeah. Yeah, and he gets pretty much a free rush there going against the rookie guard of Salvignana. Yeah, that's just a bad mismatch there. So out comes Riley Patterson for the field goal. A 43-yard kick. The ball is centered well. It is up. And it is good. So Miami scores on the opening drive of the game. They take the early lead. Not terrible. Obviously, you want to finish that drive off, but Carolina played the mismatches perfectly on the line there. All right, commercial break. I've seen worse opening drives. I will say that. So it's not Not the worst, but yeah, that's something. Yeah, bad commercial break. And it does not feel like 1 o'clock, I will say that. Damn, Houston scored in their opening drive as well? Yeah, 10-play touchdown drive, okay. But still at commercial break, waiting for Miami to send this one down so we can see this Carolina offense for the first time today. Yeah, we'll see. Again, expectations for today is where things can get a bit skewed depending on who you ask. But opening drive again, not bad. It's Denver, New York next week in London. That's a solid game. We'll see how the Jets play today against Dallas. I'm very curious on what Jets fans are thinking right now, or what they will be thinking if they lose this. All right, just coming back from commercial break, and there's Dave Canales, the head coach of the Carolina Panthers, second season in the league, and he has this team in a very weird spot. And some weeks they play really well, other weeks they do not play. They look like they're not prepared enough. We'll see what kind of offense they get this week as kickoff is underway. Going to be returned beginning from about the 6, up past the 25 to about the 31. So Carolina will start from there. And now comes Bryce Young. A lot of eyes on him. Did not play the greatest against New England. But at the same time, I wouldn't say he played terribly. Let's see what they have in store today. Young in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Receiver sent in motion left to right. So first play for this Carolina offense is going to be a handoff up the middle. That gets about 2, maybe 3. That's Rico Dowdle on the carry. It hit the scene with Dallas last year. Got a good deal with Carolina, and now going to be the running back 1 today for the Panthers as they're without Chuba Hubbard. So Young under center, back behind him, 3 receivers to the left. Ball on, gain of 2 up to the 33. Receiver sent in motion left to right. Sending him back the other way as Young's going to play action, look to throw. Pressure coming, Pat's left side is incomplete. Bounces off a lineman's helmet there as Miami's pressure got there quick. One of the few times that has happened this year. And a 3rd and 8 coming up. Try to play action halfback screen, which allowed the pressure to get in. It's Zach Zeeler that forced the inaccurate pass. Yeah, it bounces right off. Was that Robert Hunt that it bounced off of? No. What number is Robert Hunt wearing for? Young in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. 3rd and 8. Trying to avoid a 3 and out on the opening drive. Play clock winding down. Young looking to throw once again. Has some time. Pass right side wide open. That's caught. Inside the 40 to the 35. It's Ted McMillan, the rookie out of Arizona on the reception. Yeah, it just beats the zone. They ran a corner mix with a flat there, and yeah, just found that hole in the zone. So Young in shotgun, back behind him, 3 receiving options to the left. Ball now on the plus 38. As Young will look to throw once again. Has some time, pass left side in the flat. It's going to be Rico Dowdle for about 7. But a penalty marker is down. We'll see who this is on. Hopefully it's on Carolina, but I got the suspicion that it's going to be on Miami, because it always is. This team can never just let a good play be a good play. They always need to give them a little bit extra with it. A hold-in on Miami. And yep, hold it on Miami. 5 yards, automatic first down. But they accepted it? Because they're just tack on. Yeah, calling it on Jack Jones. That's, yeah. There, yep, that's clear. All right, so 1st and 10, ball on the 33. Yeah, they just straight up accepted. Okay. Young under center, back behind him. Going to hand this off up the middle for Dowdle, and that's going to get to about the 29. Okay. Yeah, this Miami defense has been very underwhelming this season. You're kind of expecting a lot more, especially from that front 7. And they just haven't really shown up this year. Young in shotgun, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Going to play action. He fumbles! And it's Bradley Chubb falling on it! Down to the 42! What was Bryce Young doing there? I'll take it, but what was Bryce Young doing? Seemed like an RPO of the sort, and he just spikes that ball behind him. The pressure of Bradley Chubb forces him to just drop the ball. And Miami's defense forces another. Yeah, what? The ball just slips out of his hands. The ball legit just slips out of his hands, and Bradley Chubb is right there to fall on it. We will take that, baby. We will take that. Now, hopefully, this does not get reviewed for a forward pass. I think it would be behind him anyway. But we'll take that. After 3 weeks of not being able to force a single turnover, the Dolphins' defense have now forced 4 in the span of 5 quarters. So we will take that. We will certainly take that. Oh yeah, the Cowboys are wearing their Thanksgiving uniforms. Okay. Yeah, they're wearing their throwbacks today against the Jets. Cool. I do really like those uniforms. There's still that commercial break. Yeah, I will certainly take that. All right, just getting back from commercial break. We'll see this Miami offense once again. Take advantage of the fumble. That's what you got to do. 6.5 to play in the first quarter. Take advantage of this. Get the offense going here. Doesn't need to be a flashy touchdown. Just needs to get into the end zone. Tua under center, back and fullback behind him. 1st and 10 from their own 42. As they're going to hand this off left side. And that's Devon Achane for maybe a yard. Good defense there from Carolina. They have a few players on that defense that can really step up if needed. And we've seen that a bit today already. Makes you think how this defense would look if they never traded Brian Burns. Miami still yet to have an interception this season defensively. That's funny. Tua in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the right as well. Handoff once again. And it's going to get about 2, maybe. So 3rd and 8, 3rd and 7-ish coming up. All right. Would have liked to see... maybe that wasn't RPO. Who knows? Would have liked to see like at least again a 5 there, but it's something. But if you can't capitalize off that fumble that was gift wrapped to you, I mean, what are we doing here? Tua in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Play clock winding down. Tua looking to throw. Pressure coming, pass left side. It's there for Jalen Waddle. Out of bounds at the 45. Oh, and he's slow to get up. Are you kidding me? Beautiful route from Waddle on the out. Good catch. I don't see anything with when he lands. Oh, man. All right, he's up. He's jogging to Miami's sideline. That's a great sign. Considering he was struggling a bit to actually stand up there. Hopefully he just misses a play or two. That was scary though. After just losing Tyreek, if we lost Waddle as well, long term, that would have been thrown in the towel. Like that I would have been so ready to do that. Hopefully he just misses a play or two. But man, we cannot lose Waddle long term. Tua in shotgun, back two halfbacks behind him. 1 Achane, 1 Gordon. Going to look to throw, pass right side, caught by Tanner Connor. That gets a yard. Okay. So now the question is, when does Waddle get back on the field, if he does today? Because this offense just does not have the receiving weapons now. I mean, you still have Nick Westbrook-Ikhine, who has not been anything this season so far. And you have Malik Washington as well, who is young and can't really make an instant impact right now like we would want him to. Tua in shotgun, going to toss this left side for Devon Achane. And he's going to find room to about the 40, making it a 3rd and 5. Not bad. I mean, I love the offense now until Waddle gets back out here. It's going to be through Waller and Achane. Which is not a terrible 2 people to depend on. I mean, Achane is that dude, and Waller, he's been having a good start to it this season for him. But on 3rd and 5, that's kind of where you wish. I can see Waddle in the huddle. Cool, that's great. Waddle misses 2 plays and back on the field. That's love to see that. Tua in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. 3rd and 5. Going to quick pass to this right side. A screen for Achane that he drops. He had the block in as well to pick up the first. That's a very uncharacteristic drop. We were talking earlier about how Ingold doesn't drop much. I think that's Achane's second drop of his career. Tua to throw on 4th and 5. Pass left side that's caught by Waller. And that's a gain of 6, keeping the drive going. Again, they could say, that's what I was saying. Get Waller involved a bit more now that Waddle's a little banged up. 1st and 10. Tua alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 receiving options to the left. Going to look to throw once again. Pass over the middle. It's caught by Waller. Down to the 20. I still cannot believe we did not put more of an emphasis on tight end in the offseason when it's this big of an impact on the offense. Waller's been having a great start to this season. So Tua in shotgun, back behind him, ball on the 21. Going to hand this off up the middle to Ollie Gordon. Gets inside the 20 to about the 18. All right, 2nd and 7. Tua in shotgun. Got to be able to capitalize off that fumble from earlier. Back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left. Going to look to throw once again. Tua with time. Pass, end zone. And it's overthrown incomplete. Looking for Julian Hill. And a 3rd and 7 coming up. Has had a little bit of separation there, but I don't want Julian Hill to be the tight end running a seam route there. Or see him a slot fade. Tua in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to each side. Looking to throw once again. Tua's pass left side, it's there for Waddle, and down to the 4. That was an eerily similar play to a touchdown that Waddle had against Carolina his rookie season. There's a simple curl route right past the sticks. And a great catch from Waddle as well. Good concentration to hang on to that ball. As he jumped for it when he didn't really need to. He caught that by his hip. Even when jumping. Kind of an issue that Waddle has had in his career is he jumps a lot. But it's fine. Tua in shotgun, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. 1st and goal from the 5. Handoff left side, and that's going to be right back to the line of scrimmage for Achane. So 2nd and goal from the 5. Tua going to toss this forward for Malik Washington. Good spin, makes down to the 10. Loss of 5 there. Good spin as soon as he caught that, but Carolina blew that play up. I mean, I get the play call, and it definitely could have worked, but Carolina just played that really well. And that's also the end of the 1st quarter. 15 minutes in the book. Miami's up by 3. This game been flying. And that commercial break. Game is flying by. That 1st quarter took no time at all. I mean, we're still on Miami's 2nd drive of the game. If Miami wants to handle this season as a way to like focus heavy on working those long drives, I am so fine with it. Like, have multiple 10-plus play drives that span half the quarter. Play the time of possession battle more. You have the talent to do that. Miami just has refused to do it in years past. So one of my friends is, I convinced one of my friends to finally try Dave's Hot Chicken. Just got a text saying it's delicious. Cause yeah, it is. Not sponsored. Hopefully one day. But yeah, not sponsored. Dave's Hot Chicken is fantastic. Highly recommend. Is there still a commercial break? Is this the first game of this win? Okay, no, multiple games have been in second quarter. Okay. I was gonna say it felt like that quarter went by pretty quick, but I guess not. Yep, still at commercial break. Might as well since we're at the end of the first quarter. Houston is up 7-3 over there in Baltimore. Vegas is up 3-0, but the Colts have ball inside the 15 of Las Vegas. Giants are up 7-3 over the Saints. Cowboys and Jets are tied at 3. Denver has a 3-0 lead over Philly. Philly has ball inside the Denver 15. As we're just coming back from commercial break, it is a third and goal from the 10. Yeah, third and goal from the 10. This has been a 13-play drive, and I love it. More of these. Waste the time. Tua in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Pass in end zone. Devon Achane, did he get his feet in? He did! Touchdown, Devon Achane. A beautiful, beautiful catch along the back corner of the end zone. And the Dolphins capitalize on the fumble to take a 2-score lead. What a throw. What a catch. He gets both feet in. So, I'm pretty sure Devon Achane is not eligible for an extension yet. I do not care. Give that man his money. Keep him in Miami for as long as he wants. Achane is the one offensive weapon that showed out week in, week out with this team. The extra point from Riley Patterson, it is up and the Dolphins have a 10-point lead. Devon Achane, man, what a catch. Achane is insane. Oh, did I forget to play Tyler Warren in fantasy? I did, and then damn it. I wanted to. I just completely forgot to make that change. Should be fine. But bro, Devon Achane is that dude. It's insane how good Devon Achane has been for Miami. Like, it's actually insane. Actually, no, Achane might be eligible for an extension, because isn't this his third year? He might be eligible for an extension. If so, extend him. Don't let this man walk. Yeah, he's eligible for an extension in the offseason. Pay the man. Pay him. Like, it is actually insane how talented he is. And the fact that he does it as lining up as a receiver as well. Like, he can line up anywhere on the field and have the same impact of being just a playmaker. And you can make a simple line mistake against him. He can make you pay massively. A 14-play, 58-yard drive, capped off with a 10-yard touchdown grab from Devon Achane. And the kickoff is underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 4. Gets up to the past the 25 to about the 27 before Matthew Judon brings him down. So out comes Bryce Young, who had a pretty funny fumble on the previous drive. We'll see what he can do on this second drive. So Young in shotgun, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side, ball on the 28. Young looking to throw, pass right side, that's going to be caught, and that's a gain of about 5. It's Ted McMillan on the reception. So a 2nd and 6. Young under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Bryce Young gonna play action, look to throw. Stepping up, pass over the middle is intercepted! It's picked off! Being returned by Mika Fitzpatrick, past midfield and down to the 49. Miami's first forced interception of the season. It comes on an overthrown pass to Bryce Young. The Dolphins have arrived. Let's run the table. 14-3, here we come. Looking for Xavier Legette, put too much into it. And the offense is right back out onto the field. There we go. This team has finally shown up how they're supposed to. Finally, man. As we're at commercial break. Man, oh man. It is about time with this team. And the fact that it's Minka as well to get the first interception for the defense on the year. Poetic. Just poetic. Still at commercial break. We'll see what again, capitalize. One thing that Miami didn't do a whole lot last week was capitalize off of the turnovers forced. They did on the first fumble and the fumble out at the half, but That fourth quarter was a little rough play calling wise and offensively. That's why the Jets were able to get back into that game. Capitalize off of it. Get that 17-point lead. Get that 3-score lead. And begin the process of putting this game away. Miami has yet to score 30 on the season. Have this be the week you do it. Is that supposed to be a duck, duck, goose celebration? They did not execute that at all. Tua under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball just past midfield at the 49. Tua gonna play action, look to throw. Has some time. Stepping up, pass right side, caught by Achane. That's a gain of 2, penalty marker down. We'll see what this is. It's offsides on Carolina. Hell yeah. And with that being a free play, I would have liked to take a deep shot there, but it's whatever. Calling in on Derek Brown, 1st and 5 coming up. So Tua under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. 13.5 to play in this first half. Tua looking to throw. Has some time. Pass over the middle, a dot to the 24. It's Darren Waller on the reception. The more and more he makes plays like that, the more and more I question why tight end was not more of a factor in the offseason. Tyler Warren was available at 13, and we didn't take him. Still going to be the most mind-boggling draft choices. I think Kenneth Grant can be great, but man, Tyler Warren would have put this team in such a good spot. Tua under center, back and fullback behind him, a toss left side for Ollie Gordon. He's going to lose about 2. Back near the 25.5. All right, 2nd down. Yeah, 2nd and 11 and a half-ish. Yeah, this game has been great for Miami. Like, they're dominating in this one. Tua looking to throw in 2nd and 11. Pass left side that's caught inside the 20 to about the 17. That is Julian Hill on the reception. So a 3rd down coming up. Like, the offense is moving the ball well. The defense is forcing turnovers. This has been the game we've been waiting for. Assuming they can play like this, a full 60, this is the game we've been waiting for Miami this year. Yeah, it's the Panthers, but I will take what I can get as a fan of this team. Because, again, the first 3 weeks, everybody was ready to give up on the season and trade everyone. Tua in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Looking to throw. Quick pass left side. Wide open. Jalen Waddle. Inside the 10, the 5, and down to the 4. 1st and goal. There we go, baby. Carolina going to send some pressure. Waddle's going to be wide open on that quick out. This has been a great game. I think Carolina might have 3 minutes of time of possession. Miami has been dominating this. Like they're supposed to, with the amount of talent they have on that roster. They're supposed to be playing games like this. Tua under center, back and fullback behind him. Looking to throw once again. Pass, end zone, touchdown Miami! Darren Waller, his 3rd in 2 games. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from a 3-score lead. The corner was not looking. He had no idea the ball was thrown his way. I don't know. Who? What was J.C. Horn doing there? Dude, that's a great throw from Tua. J.C. Horn has his back completely turned. He never once looks towards Tua. And he just places that right by him. And the extra point makes this a 17-0 game. Hell yeah. Yeah. Man, this game. Yeah, I'm excited for the Chiefs to play tomorrow night. That game is very interesting to me. Yeah, I have both the Chiefs and the Jaguars like right next to each other in power rankings entering this week. The winner of that game will probably jump into the top 10. But I don't know how that game's gonna play out. Jacksonville has surprised me with how they've played this year. Kansas City played pretty well last week against Baltimore. I need to see it again, but the fact that Worthy is back, I think it's gonna be a great signs for that offense. But you still need someone else besides Xavier Worthy to have a good impact, and finding that second piece is going to be the issue tonight. I think it's going to be the key thing for tomorrow night. As we're at commercial break. I think if Worthy doesn't get hurt, we're talking about the Chiefs in a different way this season. They probably are sitting at 4-0. But that Worthy injury hurt. It hurt hard for y'all. Okay, so before Carolina gets the ball back, I want to see. Yeah, Carolina has 3 minutes and 26 seconds of time of possession and 28 total yards. Miami has been all over them today. Like this has been the show in that people were kind of expecting from week 1 against the Colts, or hell, even against the Patriots in week 2. Yeah, Miami has been dominating in this game. It's been fantastic to watch. Like I was not expecting this level of dominance, but the fact that it's here is great. I know that the Eagles have gotten really lucky on special teams with just the amount of blocks that they've had. Denver might make that mistake later on, but they have a solid team themselves. Like if it wasn't for Miami playing right now, I would be live with that game. Because it took until last week for us to get a tight end that's actually useful in the passing game. Like an athletic tight end is so important in this offense. The fact that we didn't prioritize that's insane to me. Kickoff going to be returned beginning from the 5, going to get up near the 24 before being brought down. Great kick coverage there. And Carolina's going to start this from inside their own 25. We have a highlight from the Dallas Jets game. Jake Ferguson, 26-yard touchdown. Well, the Jets starting this season 0-5 with how much they spend in the offseason. No, obviously not. This team is not a Super Bowl team. We don't have the complete roster for it. But still, it's feeling good right now. No one expected us to win the Super Bowl this season. Even like really optimistic Dolphins fans were hoping for a playoff win. As handoff right side, Rico Dowdle's going to gain 11. Enough for a first down for Carolina. Like the hope for this season is just to win a playoff game. That's still very unlikely. But it's looking a lot better now than it did 2 weeks ago. Young under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. 1st and 10 from the 35. And there's going to be a penalty before the snap. Going to be false start on Carolina, so pushing them back 5. Calling it on Xavier Legette. Damn, have you made any changes to that roster? Because it feels like you need to. If you're going to have like good success on All Madden with them. The Jets are just... Anybody that thought the Jets were going to be we're going to be good this season, I don't know what they were thinking. Young in shotgun back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side, handoff up the middle for Rico Dowdle, and there's room. That's going to be enough for a first down, gain of 15, maybe 16. Carolina's finally getting committed to the ground game, and it's working. The first 2 drives, they were, for some reason, very pass happy, or trying to be pass happy. Now they're said, screw it, we're going to run the ball, and yeah, it's working. That's what you got to do against this defense. Officially ruling it a second and 1, second and a half a yard. Young under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Going to hand this off up the middle, and Rico Dowdle will fight his way for a first down, gain of roughly 2. That's also why it was important to capitalize off those turnovers you got, because now you're up by 17. You can kind of afford to have a not great defensive drive here. Well, yeah, but the key thing is Miami's next few games are relatively easy. Like, Miami can be at like 5-4 before they have to play anyone serious again. I mean, depending on what happens with Lamar Jackson's injury against Baltimore, there might just be like a 3-game window there. Which, if so, I mean, Miami gets to 4-3 entering the game against Baltimore. I'll take it. Handoff left side, breaks 1 tackle and get brought down at midfield. A gain of roughly 3, and that's Trevor Etienne on the carry. Damn. Yeah, like the Jets this year have been pretty inept, and I don't fully get why. I didn't expect him to be 0-4 by this point, but definitely didn't expect him to be, like, fantastic. Young in shotgun, going to hand this off once more. That's a gain of roughly 2, maybe 3. Maybe 3. Trevor Etienne on the carry once again. Just starting to downpour where I'm at, so if that gets picked up on the mic, sorry. Yeah, because that game's against New Orleans, I think. And hell, that still might be. We don't know how the team's going to look by that point. But at least at this moment, it won't be. Young in shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the right as well. Miami sends some pressure. It gets through. Pass left side is off the mark and incomplete. There you go. Finally, Miami runs a pass stunt. And guess what? It works. Hunter Renfrow, the intended target. It's a 4th and 4. It took Miami. Miami does not run a lot of stunts like that. And they should more. Like, that's Jordan Brooks and Tyrell Dodson getting relatively free lanes towards Bryce Young. Because they ran a pass stunt. Like, that's all you need to do with the amount of talent you have up front. Carolina's offense staying on the field on 4th down. Young in shotgun back to his left. 2 receivers to each side. Gonna look to throw here once again. Pressure comes. Young escapes it to his right. Still looking. Pressure still there. Young throw in. That's caught by Ted McMillan. That's a great catch. 3 people were surrounding Bryce Young. That's a good throw as well. It is downpouring near me. What the? Yeah, Miami gets the pressure they needed. Just couldn't bring Young down. That's exactly what you need to do more often. Just get that pressure and force a great throw like that. Ball now near the 27. Young in shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Going to hand this off up the middle and going to get about 2. I mean, yeah, but Giants are also playing the Saints, so it's hard to really say how they're looking right now. The NFC is a little bit tougher to sneak into the playoffs like that than the AFC is right now, so we'll see with them. Oh yeah, the Panthers and Lightning, most of their games during the regular season as well are gonna be insane penalty games like that. Yeah, and I was pretty high on Carolina entering last season and this year. As Young throw right side is caught by McMillan, breaks off one tackle, and going to get to about the 13. Like, I still think Carolina and Bryce Young has the talent, if it's molded properly, to be a competitive team. I just don't think Dave Canales is that guy anymore. I'm not sure who you bring in. And like at this point, like have you wasted too many years of Bryce Young to where even if you bring in someone else, can you still refine that talent to be at a high level? I'm not sure on that. Like the Carolina constantly has flashes of being a really solid team. Same with the Giants. But you just need someone that can put it all together. Handoff up the middle will lose about a yard for Rico Dowdle. Let's chop Robinson on the tackle for loss. So second down coming up. I mean, if he turns this team around and they find themselves like missing the playoffs by a game, I think he stays, which is kind of like a unfortunate thing. But I do think McDaniel can be a good coach. I more so need Chris Greer gone before I can judge anyone else properly. Quick throw left side of screen for Dowdle. It's going to break off one tackle, get inside the 10 and out of bounds near the 7. So a third down coming up. Yeah, I think Brian Dable can. I think the Giants have a similar issue with Miami, where it's the main issue is their GM. Joe Shea needs to go. Joe Shea needs to go. Chris Greer needs to go. It's the GM need to go first, then you can properly judge everyone below them. But if you're gonna remove the GM, you need to kind of clean house fully so you get guys that are on the same page. It's a tough spot for the teams that those teams find themselves in. Bryce Young, quick pass right side in the end zone. And that's Xavier Legette. A beautiful throw and catch, and the Panthers finally have a solid drive. And they answer Miami. They're down by 11, penning the extra point. Under 3.5 to play in the first half. That's a legit good throw from Bryce Young. And Legette does a great job adjusting and making that catch. That definitely some DPI there. But nothing was called. That's a great catch from Legette. That's an extra point from Carolina. It is up, and it is good. We have a 10-point game, but Miami has time to re-extend this lead entering the half. Carolina does get ball to begin the second half, so that definitely plays a factor into things. I think what we've seen from the Colts this year is definitely signs that if they get the right guy, they can be a legit team. I do think the experiment with Anthony Richardson is done. But I'm not but Daniel Jones certainly is not the guy that can win them a Super Bowl. You need someone else that can really lift up the talent around him. So I'm not sure when the Colts will find that guy and if they will find him in time. I know most of the pieces from this upcoming draft class have not been looking good this year in college. Or at least they've had their moments of being very rough talents, which that's not the type of talent you want in Indianapolis right now. Like it feels like all of the quarterbacks in this year's class are guys that you're gonna need to give a year of leeway with. But Carolina, you need someone that's ready to start day one. Maybe. And like Daniel Jones has one good year. We're seeing a lot of similarities between that year and this year with the Colts in terms of talent around him. It could be that like now, if the Colts can just keep this talent around him a bit more, add a few pieces here and there, you can find something with that, and maybe he can be the one to lead you. But I still think you want someone that can elevate that already really good talent around him. Like yeah, like Lenoris Sellers probably needs a year of NFL time before he's truly ready. Arch Manning is probably not going to enter this year's draft after how he's playing this year. Carson Beck's on the older side. That's maybe the one negative with him, but he could be a day one starter depending on where he goes. He's also probably not going to be a top end pick though, because again, he's on the older side. Nussmeier might be like the one, like day one, early day two pick that you can be really confident in playing day one as of today. Obviously, it's something may change as the season progresses in college, but it's going to be a rough QB class, I think. All right, just coming back from commercial break. Carolina set to send this one down. That was a great drive that they had just then. In part because they shifted focus, they started running the ball a bit more. And that is a weakness of this Miami defense, is they don't fully know how to run the ball. Or how to play against the run, I should say. Yeah, like Nussmeier might be good. I think Lenoris Sellers has the most upside of this upcoming class. But because he has the most upside, it also means he is a very, very rough talent and needs to be like defined properly in the NFL. Kind of similar to a Josh Allen, where like entering, he was labeled as that prospect guy. And through Buffalo and their coaching staff, he was able to like get that work in to change his game slightly enough to be an MVP winner. I think that'll be a similar story there for Sellers. But I think Nussmeier is like, you want someone that can come in week one and be a starter and win you game, or like, and help you win games. He's the guy to pick. At the same time, like, we'll see how LSU plays the rest of the way. They have a game against Vandy next week. That is going to be very interesting. Because Philly's, I'm assuming you're talking about Philly there. Because Philly's offense is very rough around the edges this year. They have not played a proper game yet this season. They need to get their shit together. They have their moments, they have their drives, but for the most part, Philly's offense is not what it was last year, not what it was in 2023 when you had that in 2023, well, even 2022 when you had that Super Bowl appearance. Yeah, there was a sideline member that got injured after that touchdown, I believe, or maybe the extra point. So we're still at commercial break for an injury timeout. One of the sideline people. Hope best of wishes there. Yeah, Drew Aller, he had such hype entering the season. All of that got killed after that loss to UCLA yesterday. Here we go. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from about the 1, maybe the 2-yard line. Up past the 20, to about the 25. No. Philly's whole offense is just they need to get they just need to be more consistent. They have the pieces. No one's doubting that they have the pieces to get that offense going. But they desperately need to get it going sooner rather than later. You're not going to be able to win games like 17-14 in the playoffs. Tua in shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Going to look to throw on 1st and 10. Has some time, pass left side, caught by Achane, going to get about 4. Well, is Stefanski even calling plays for that offense? I think he's just... I don't think he's actually the play caller. Oh, yeah. The OC's also named Kevin. Why did they have 2 Kevins in that front office? Oh, yeah, Stefanski. Yeah. Handoff up the middle. Going to be about a yard there for H. I was watching that Browns-Vikings games before everything, so I guess I still got that in my mind. Why was they... Who's y'all's head coach? I could have sworn... Why am I blanking on this? Nick Sirianni, there we go. I completely thought his name was Kevin for a second. 3rd and 5 coming. Yeah, it's Sirianni, that's it. It's been one of those days. 2-minute warning here in Carolina. 2-minute warning just hit. Going back to a commercial break, yeah. Yeah, so... I mean, well, last year y'all's play caller in OC was Kellen Moore, and he's now in New Orleans. I mean, that's just the nature of things. You probably give him the season to figure out play calling and how he works there. But the expectations for Philly this year is to go back-to-back, and if you don't, it's going to be changes. Oh, the expectations are also to go back-to-back in the division, which that's going to be tough. It is not easy to win back-to-back division titles in the NFC East. As we're still at commercial break. Oh, we just had an 87-yard touchdown in one of these games. Yep, still at commercial break. While I'm pulling up the scores from around the league here. Well, no, Sirianni has bought himself like 3 seasons of mediocre play before his seat even gets hot. Like that's what winning the Super Bowl does for you. So I think you would sooner fire the OC before anything. And through that, again, you have to give him the season. You give him the season and you go from there. Yeah, at least the OC would be fired after the year. And Indy's now up 14-3 against Vegas. That's crazy. Houston's up 17-3 over Baltimore. Giants are up 14-13 over New Orleans. 10-3 between Philly and Denver, and also 10-3 between Dallas and New York. As we're just coming back from commercial break here, 3rd and 5 for Miami. Looking to keep this drive going and have this be the final drive of the half. Tua the throw. Pressure coming. Avoids one defender. And going to be basically sacked by his own lineman. Man, that's tough. Aaron Brewer got into his ways. He was trying to move around in the pocket. Tua will be sacked. And that's a 3-and-out from Miami. First time they're going to punt this one away today. That's a tough play. Good pressure from Carolina. Yeah, that pass stunt. That pass stunt got pressure. The rookie, Nick Scorton, the rookie out of A&M, he got enough pressure where Tua couldn't hit the open guy over the middle in time. And it's a 4th and 15. That's tough. Yeah, I say you give him the season because I think you would sooner change play callers and then fire him if it still doesn't go well. All right, 4th and 15, Miami to send this one away. Carolina also called their first timeout after the sack. Punt comes off clean. Going to be returned beginning from the 24 and a fair caught at about the 24. That's a great punt from Jake Bailey. He has really turned it around in terms of his distance punting from a few years ago. Like, Bailey used to be a liability in terms of flipping the field, and now he has done a brilliant job at that. I think it's also the case of Kevin's a first-time OC, right? So that also plays a factor in how much leeway you want to give him. Young in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the left as well. 1:47 to play here for the Panthers. Can they get points before the half? The give to Dowdle up the middle is going to find room, breaking tackles. Past the 45 to the 49. Can we please have a run defense? Jeez. Yeah, and I wouldn't be happy with how Philly looked either if I was a fan of them. It's just they have so much more talent than what they've played with this year. Especially in the passing game. The passing game has been near non-existent. Young under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Clock ticking, a minute to play in the half. Going to end around this left side, and there's some block in there. Going to get past midfield and out of bounds near the 47. That is Jimmy Horn Jr. on the carry. 58 seconds to play in the half. Carolina gets ball to begin the second half. So if they get points, make this a one-score game, they could then either tie or take the lead. So 2nd and 5. Young in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. They're about 7 yards out of field goal range. Play clock winding down to get the snap off as Young looks to throw. Has some time. Pass left side is off the mark and incomplete. Looking for Xavier Legette. 3rd and 5 coming up. Make the stand. Now there's a penalty on this play. I swear, this is roughing the passer. Or like defensive holding. Just don't be on Miami. It's illegal shift on Carolina. Gonna replay 2nd down, 2nd and 10 coming up. Or legal formation. I'll take that. Ugh. I will gladly take that, man. Push them back as much as we can here. Keep this a 2-score game entering the half, and I'll be feeling fine. Young under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Man sent in motion right to left as Young's going to play action, look to throw. Pass right side, a halfback screen for Dowdle. Has the blockers out in front, and that's a gain of about 12 or 13. Enough for a first down and for field goal range. Miami had no one out there. Ugh. Meaning that Carolina adjusted after the 2 turnovers. They adjusted to to just primarily running the ball, and it's working for them. Young in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receiving options to each side. They give to Dowdle right side, and there's more room. Down to the 31. The fact that we don't have a run defense is actually crazy. We have the front 7. But we're just so focused on really going after that left side today, it seems. And they're just running towards the right. Carolina calls the 2nd timeout. Yeah, big noon kickoff. Ohio State. Illinois has been a really solid team this year. 2nd and 3. "35 seconds remain in the half. Miami looking to maintain this 10-point lead, but Carolina is well in the field goal range. Young alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Play clock winding down. Ball on Miami's 32-yard line. Young to throw. Gonna step up, pass right side. There's enough for a first down. Spinning his way to the 25 for a gain of roughly 7. Yeah, they're gonna at least get a field goal on this drive, unless they have another turnover here. But Bryce Young has turned his play around after throwing an interception. To be fair, they've also have kept it a lot simpler after throwing that interception. That was Trevor Etienne on the reception. Carolina calls their final timeout with 28 seconds to play. All right, so now the goal is to keep them in bounds. Bring them down inbounds and see if they mess up and run the clock. Young in shotgun, back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. Ball on the 25-yard line. There's going to be a free play. No, I'm just going to call it a play then. It's an offsides on a full. They call that a false start. I'll take it. False start on Carolina. 1st and 15 coming up from the 30. I will take that. I will take that. Calling in on Tommy Tremble. Yeah, he moves ever so slightly. I thought for sure Matt Judon was going to be called for that. All right, 1st and 15. Young in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. A sack or just bring him down inbounds any way you can. And just have them begin to panic. Young looking to throw. Quick pass right side, wide open. And out of bounds inside the 20 at the 19 is Rico Dowdle. Can't be having that. 24 seconds remain. And if you're gonna give up yards, you have to bring them down inbounds. Yeah, Jordan Brooks just couldn't get out there fast enough. Miami has played this final 4 minutes terribly. Young in shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Ball in the 19. Play clock winding down. And they're not going to get that snap off. Wait, they say they did? No, come on. Young was actively trying to call a timeout because the play clock was at 0. What do you mean they got that ball off in time? Refs. Third and 3 for Carolina. That's bad. The play clock was at 0 for a solid 2 seconds. And now Miami will call their first. That's bad. I get there's play clock hit 0. The refs have to look towards where the snap is and all that. But Bryce Young was actively calling timeout because the play clock just hit 0. Come on. All right, 3rd and 3, 21 seconds to play. Young in shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. 21 seconds to play in the half. Young looking to throw. Pass over the middle is caught and brought down inbounds at the 13. Carolina has to go hurry up here. They're going to need to spike it at the very least. And they get the spike off with 7 seconds to play in the half. In theory, they could run one more play, but there is a risk there of being like sacked or brought down in bounds. So if they're going to run one more play, the ball needs to be towards the sideline or towards the end zone. And it seems like Bryce Young and the offense will stay on the field for at least one more play. If you're Miami, bring them down in bounds, and you just absolutely cannot get a penalty against you. Young in shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. This is a gutsy play call. As Miami will call timeout, their second of the half. They got to look for the 5 wide set of Carolina. There's 2 ways Miami could play this. They could play the end zone and try and force a short pass and gang up and tackle and bring them down inbounds. But if you do that, you risk a pass towards the sideline that gets out of bounds after 5 seconds. Or you could just play man-on-man and send everyone and try and get to Bryce Young because they're going to pass it. You know they're going to pass it. So do you send 8? Or I guess since they're going to go 5 wide, do you send 7? Or do you drop 10? Young in shotgun, 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. I think either way you have to go man coverage here at some degree. Miami seemingly only going to rush 3. Play clock winding down. And there's a false start on Carolina. This final minute has lasted an insane amount of time. There's still 7 seconds. What's your decision, Carolina? Was that a tactical false start? That way you didn't have to snap the ball? Is that what that was? Because, Miami did not give you a look you liked? No, the offense is still on the field. I don't get what they've been doing. Young in shotgun, back to his left, 2 receivers to the right. 2nd and 15. Young looking to throw. Pass right side is out of bounds and incomplete. So they're going to send out the field goal unit. Smart play from Bryce Young. 4 seconds remain. Carolina looking to make this a 7-point game entering the half, where they get ball to begin the second half. Okay. 35-yard kick. Ball on the right hash for Ryan Fitzgerald. It is up and it is good. And that brings us to halftime. Carolina gets ball to begin the second half. This game is a 7-point game. Carolina has scored 10 unanswered. As Miami will look to maintain this lead by the time the offense gets on the field again. But that would be a while. All right, since we just reached halftime, I'll quickly be right back. All right. I'm back. We're at halftime. Miami has really let this game get out of hand in the final 4 minutes. Hopefully they can readjust in the start of the second half. All they need is to force a punt. Nothing's fancy. If anything, force a field goal. Just keep the lead by the time the offense gets the ball back. All you need to do. That's all that needs to happen. We'll see. I'm also still just impressed by how Darren Waller has played to begin this season. The fact that he has made that big of an impact to the offense is great, but also leaves me with so many questions. But we will see. We will see. Let's see. Halftime between Houston and Baltimore. That game's at 24-3. Houston lead. Halftime between the Colts and Raiders. Colts are up 20-3. Soon to be halftime between the Giants and Saints. It's 14-13 Giants. But Saints are about to be inside the red zone, so they can take the lead entering the half. Cowboys up 23-3 over the Jets, facing a 1st and goal as they're about to enter halftime there. And it's 10-3 Philly lead over Denver with 20 seconds to play until the half. Denver's close to entering field goal range, but most likely that would be the score at the half. All right. Still find it funny that Mark Sanchez is the all-time playoff wins leader for the Jets at 4. Also, that whole thing yesterday with Mark Sanchez was crazy. It's because early, right as the game started yesterday for college, we get the report that Mark Sanchez was stabbed, and then but halfway through the second, the 3 o'clock games yesterday, we get the other report about how he's also being arrested. That whole situation is a mess. How is Brady Quinn doing as the announcer today for that Colts game? That's the game Sanchez was supposed to be doing. How has Brady Quinn been? If anybody is also tuning into that game, I imagine Brady Quinn would be a pretty good broadcaster. Doesn't he do college? Or is it the fact that he does Big Noon Kickoff? We have still at halftime, still at commercial break. Again, I might be going live with Tampa, Seattle. If I do, it would be like I'll probably miss like the first drive or so because this game probably goes past the 4 o'clock start that one has. We'll see. We will see. Still at commercial break. Still at commercial break for halftime. We'll see. Panthers get ball to begin the second half. What has been Miami dominated pretty much the first quarter and a half, and then Carolina came in that final half a quarter in the second quarter, and has turned it on and really stepped up their game. We'll see if it can. We'll see if it continues out of the half. But we will see. We will see. Still waiting for the second half to start. One thing that like ESPN does, and I think even NBC does this for their night game broadcast, I really like, is they have a timer that says how much longer until the second half. We'll see. We will see. All right. Should be exiting halftime here shortly. Second half to be underway. We will see. Darren Waller is tied for the league lead among tight ends in receiving touchdowns. He has played a game and a half. Why was Darren Waller so important to this offense? Like, what? All right, coming out of commercial break, second half to be on the way here shortly to show in the highlights of the first half. We'll see what this Miami defense can do to begin the half. Carolina, final 4 minutes of the first half. They were pretty much dominating the entire time. So we'll see. Riley Patterson on to send away the second half kickoff. And the second half is underway from Carolina. Kickoff will be returned beginning from about the 7. Room past the 20, past the 25, down near the 30, 31. So they'll start from there. So Young under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Going to send one of them in motion as they're going to toss this right side for Rico Dowdle. And he has room past midfield. One man to beat. Rico Dowdle going to finally be brought down by Mika Fitzpatrick. But not before getting near the 25, I think. That's not how this defense wanted to start things out. We just don't have a run defense. Actually got near the 15 ball. Going to be Carolina ball near the 17. It took one play for him getting to the red zone. Young in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the left. And there is a delay of game on Carolina. Or maybe a timeout. Yeah, delay of game on the Panthers. There we go. All right, off to a fantastic start to this half. Young in shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. First and 15, going to hand this off to Dowdle, and he's going to get stood up after a yard, maybe 2. There we go. Hold him to a field goal. At the most. Hold him to a field goal. If you can't get another turnover, just don't let them tie this game before the offense retakes the field. Yeah, Rico Dowdle's already up to 126 yards tonight. Jeez. Young in shotgun back to his left. 3 receivers to the left as well. A second and 14. Young will look to throw. Has some time. Pass left side. That's incomplete. Off the mark. Looking for Tommy Tremble. So a 3rd and 14 coming up. He had him as well. He places that on target. That might be a touchdown. Like, if that's on target, if that's on target, that's at least down to the 5. All he has to do is place that down the field. Instead, he tried to go back shoulder with it. Young in shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. 3rd and 14 from the 22. Play clock winding down. Young looking to throw. Dolphins send 4. Pressure coming and sacked. Back at the 31. It's Jalen Phillips. And the Dolphins, boy, do they bend. But they don't break. They hold the Panthers to a field goal try. They're going to give the offense the ball back with the lead. Looking to get something going in the second half. Jalen Phillips, what a swim move. He beats Taylor Morden. And Ryan Fitzgerald's kick is up and good from 49 yards out. It's a 4-point Dolphins lead. And Miami will be getting the ball for the first time this half. Trying to maintain it. I will gladly take all that. After that opening drive, I will take that. Bro, Baltimore is gonna be 1-4. Just what? That's just. Oof. I don't think anyone expected Baltimore to be 1-4 after 5 weeks. Like, that's an insane start to things. So that commercial break. All right. Just exiting commercial break here shortly. Is Miami's offense for the first time this half. Here we go. Carolina set to send this one away. Going to be returned beginning from about the 5. At least get past the 20. He does. That's Malik Washington. Breaks off 1 tackle and gets to the 25. Miami will begin from there. Don't need anything too fancy on this drive. Just have a decently length drive that gets points. Because the offense has not been on the field for a while. So Tua in shotgun back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Man sent in motion right to left as Tua's going to hand this off up the middle. And that loses 4. Ollie Gordon on the carry. That got blown up instantly. No chance of success on that play. Completely, yeah. I'm not even sure who was supposed to be blocking him. Was Cole Strange supposed to be pulling there, and that's why they got messed up, or is that just on Davanyana not getting out there? Whatever. Tua in shotgun, two backs to his left. 2nd and 13 now. Just get about half. Tua looking to throw, pass over the middle, is caught by Waddle. Going up for it, past the 40 to the 41. Or just get it all right there, but there's a penalty. It's on Miami, because of course it is. Holding on Miami is the call. It's on Cole Strange. And it will be a 2nd and 23. That's a drive killer. That's just straight up kills the drive. It's Cole Strange going one-on-one against Derek Brown. Yeah, no. But why are we so intent on having our guards go one-on-one against one of the best D tackles in the game? You get them some type of help. Tua in shotgun back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left, looking to throw. Has some time, pass left side. There's a man that's caught. It's Tanner Connor. A gain of 22. And a 3rd and short coming up. Nice keyhole shot there from Tua. Makes this a much more manageable 3rd down. And that converted. No, the NFL is very strict when it comes to live game footage. I'm just straight up not allowed to, and I'm not going to risk doing it. Actually, it's a 3rd and 8. Tua in shotgun looking to throw. Pressure coming, rolling to his left. Gonna take it himself, and he slides down for a gain of about 4. So Miami goes 3 and out. Yep, drive killer. That holding call was a drive killer. The 13 unanswered from Carolina, they have a chance to take the lead. It's a 4th and 3. Miami's going to send this one away. Punt comes off clean. Going to be fair caught at the 14, maybe 13. Yeah, there's been a single instance of the NFL allowing a YouTuber to actually use the game broadcast during their streams like this, and that was the Brazil game earlier this year. Hopefully, as the years go on and you know the NFL realizes more and more how many people actually use these different all these different streams to watch the game, that they'll eventually allow it, but as of now, sadly, you can't. All right, that commercial break after the 3 and out for Miami. Yo, a Jalen Hurts 47-yard passing touchdown to Saquon Barkley. Yes, baby. That's fantasy points. I will take that. All right, so like commercial break. Oh, there's a name that tune for. Oh, there's a bunch of celebrity editions of different things. Okay. Or just 2. There's commercials for. All right, that's fine. Celebrity name that tune actually sounds kind of funny. Still at commercial break. All right, just getting back from commercial break. And yeah, Rico Dowdle has been having an insane game when running to the right side of the offensive line. We'll see if that continues. Young in shotgun back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Going to look to throw. Quick pass right is going to be an open receiver for a first down gain of roughly 11. No one even was following him out there. There's James Mitchell on the reception. All right, can we start playing the right side of the field better, please? Because like this has been this has been a rough game. Young under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Tight end sent in motion as they're going to hand this off left side for Dowdle, who's going to be brought down for a gain of 1 yard. See, forced them to go left. Simple as that. Forced them to go left. They're like Jaylen Brown. He doesn't they're like Jaylen Brown, they don't have a left. All right, 2nd and 9. Young in shotgun, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on the 26. Young looking to throw. Miami sent some pressure. Pass in right side. It's incomplete. Looking for Ted McMillan. Penalty marker is down. That's going to be against Jack Jones. I think at least. Yeah, he gets a handful of jersey. I don't know, they were walking. Yeah, I guess it's just holding against Jack Jones, not DPI. What happened to Brock? There we go. Oh, did they pick up the penalty? They picked up the flag. I'll take it. There was 100% holding against Jack Jones, but okay. I will take that. I guess they're saying hand fighting. But there was 100% holding there. He got a handful of jersey as McMillan was going up for that ball. Okay. Refs missed that. I'll take it. Young in shotgun, back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. 3rd and 9, looking to throw. Young, quick pass right side is caught, but brought down short of the line to gain. Only a pickup of 7 as Hunter Renfrow on the reception. 4th and 2, too much in their own territory. Carolina's going to send this one away. There's the stop this defense has been needing since Carolina started scoring. Yep, 4th and 2. Hell of a stand from the defense. Some adjustments at the line here from the punter. And the play clock's going to expire. Delay of game on Carolina. They couldn't get the punt off in time. Okay. 7.5 to play in the 3rd quarter. 4th and 7 now. If there was any chance of Carolina running a fake, that's probably dead at this point. Malik Washington back to return this one. The punt comes off clean. Going to be returned beginning from about the 17. Makes 1 man miss. Going to get to about the 23. All right. Offense will start from there. Pretty okay, good field position. Under 7 minutes to play in the quarter. Miami up by 4. This game started really good and has since kind of turned into a more balanced affair. All right, at commercial break. All right, so at commercial break, waiting for Miami's second drive of the half. I would like to get some kind of points on the board this drive. But we will see. Still at commercial break. Let me see what this offense can do. Tua in shotgun, back behind him, 3 receivers to the right. First and 10, first play of the drive. Ball on the 24. Manson in motion as Tua's going to look to throw. Quick pass left side in the flat to Malik Washington. Going to get about 8. Good start to that drive. We will take that start, just build off of it. Officially ruling it a gain of 7, 2nd and 3. Just build off of stuff like that. Don't need to push the ball too deep down the field. Take what the defense gives you. You just need to get points on this drive. Tua in shotgun, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the right. Manson in motion. Tua gonna toss this right side for Achane. He's going to get enough for a first. A gain of 4 up to the 35. Take it. We will take it. Keep these 5, 7, 8-yard gains going. Just keep building off of these. Do the simple shit. Don't get any penalties. Just methodically move the ball down the field. That way you also kill clock. And you can get your defense some much needed rest. Tua in shotgun, back behind him. 3 receivers to the left. Gonna send one of them in motion as Tua's going to hand this off to Achane left side. Going to find his way for about 1.5 yards, maybe 2. All right, that's not as great. But yeah, 2nd and 8. Tua under center, back behind him, 3 receivers to the right. Going to play action, look to throw. Pressure coming, pass left side is a throwaway incomplete near Malik Washington. 3rd and 8. Don't love that, but playing smart with it still makes it a manageable 3rd down nonetheless. So Tua to throw on 3rd and 8. Has some time in the pockets, rolling left, throwing left, and it's off the mark and incomplete towards Malik Washington. Penalty marker down. Be against Carolina. Be against Carolina. Nope, it's declined. It was a holding against Miami. 4-play drive. Or 5-play drive. Yeah, it's somewhat of an improvement. But still not good. This offense has its moments each game. It has completely stalled out now for no reason. Punt comes off clean. Going to bounce inside the 20, inside the 10, inside the 5. And that is down at the 1. Beautiful punt from Jake Bailey. And with 4:25 to play in this game, Carolina is starting well backed up in their own territory. All right. Add a commercial break as well. All right, select commercial break. Still at commercial break. Hopefully the defense can step up again, but this game's starting to get out of hand. All right. Should be exiting commercial break here shortly. Here we go. Just getting back from commercial break. Ball on their own 2-yard line. Young under center, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Just don't jump here. Handoff up the middle, and there's room for Dowdle to get about 2. Gave him a little bit more room, but still inside their own 5. 2nd down coming up. 2nd and 8. Young alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Just send pressure. Send the 5. Young looking to throw. Pass over the middle is caught. Going to be brought down a yard shy of the line to gain. A 3rd and 1 coming up. See, there's a difference between sending 5 and doing what Miami just did and sending 5. You get most of your pressure when you have some kind of pass stunt. Run a fucking pass stunt in that situation. Because if you get that pressure and force a bad throw, it's either a turnover, sets up a 3rd and 8, or if you get home, it's a safety. Don't just bull rush all 5 in that situation. Young, 5 wide. 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Same thing here. Young looking to throw, pass over the middle is caught to the 20. Stop just bull rushing everyone that's rushing. That has not worked once this season. If you're going to send 4 and you're going to send 5, you need to do some kind of stunt with it. That's how you're going to get pressure. This isn't a team that can get pressure off bull rushes. Young under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. 1st and 10 from the 20. 2:20 to play in the 3rd quarter. Handoff right side. Going to be an end around that picks up about 5. That's Jimmy Horn on the carry, so 2nd and 5 coming up. Young under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. 2nd and 5 from the 25. Play clock winding down. Panthers making adjustments at the line. Going to hand this off up the middle, and that's Rico Dowdle for about 3. A 3rd and 2 coming up. A minute and a half to play. Third and 2. Young alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Under a minute to play in the quarter. Young looking to throw. Has some time. Going to try and step to his right. Going to make one man miss, but brought down for a loss of maybe a half a yard. Jordan Brooks on the sack. And the defense makes another stand. They're still only bull rushing on 3rd down, and I don't get that. But it barely works this time. Jordan Brooks was in, not quite a spy, but in coverage to where he could step up there. All right, force the punt. The defense did what they needed to do. Punt comes off clean. Going to be returned beginning from the 27. Trying to find room down the right side. Gets to the 35 and a half before being brought down. 3 seconds remaining in the quarter. We're going to have one final play before the 4th quarter is underway. One final play in the quarter. All right, Tua in shotgun, back behind him. 3 receiving options to the left. Final play of the 3rd quarter. Tua going to hand this off left side for Achane. trying to find space, but will lose 2. And that brings us to the fourth quarter. 15 minutes remain. Miami held scoreless to one frame of the second half, trying to hold on to this lead. They're going to need to score again. Straight up, they're going to need to score again. Maybe a touchdown is the dagger and ends the game, but you at least need a field goal. You need one soon. But with that, we go to a commercial break, and I'll quickly be right back. All right. I am back. We should be getting back from commercial break here shortly. Start of the fourth quarter to be underway here momentarily. Here we go. Tua in shotgun. Back behind him as well as to his left. Looking to throw. Has some time. Pass left side. Caught by Malik Washington. And they lose more yards. Backwards 2 plays to begin the drive. What are we doing here? Can we get a pass past the sticks, please? Or past the line of scrimmage. You run a really outside zone on first down and loses 2. You throw a pass 2 yards behind the line on second down, it loses a yard. It's 3rd and 13. Something past the line of scrimmage, please. Tua in shotgun back to his left. 2 receiving options to each side. Ball on their own 30, needing the 44. Tua looking to throw. Has some time, rolling to his right. Pass is caught by Julian Hill. He only gets about 6, maybe 7. It was another check down. Miami goes 3 and out once again. Since taking a 17-0 lead, this team has had 3 out of 4 drives end in a 3 and out. Unacceptable. The one drive that didn't, it was 5 plays. Unacceptable. Just straight up. Jake Bailey on to send this one away. Punt comes off clean. Penalty marker down. Bear caught at the 19. It's illegal formation on Miami. So there's a 5 yards at the end of the kick. It would be Carolina ball at about the 25, maybe 24. Great. And that brings us to another commercial break. All right, commercial break. This has been something. This has been a terrible, like, quarter and a half of play. All right, still at commercial break. We'll see. There's still 13 and a half to play in this game. Maybe something happens here soon. Time will tell. Still at commercial break. Should be exiting it here shortly. Time to see what we got. Young under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. 1st and 10 from the 25. Play action looking to throw. Pressure coming. Pass at the feet and incomplete. Trying that play action halfback screen to Rico Dowdle. Miami gets enough pressure to blow it up. So 2nd and 10. Young alone in shotgun. 3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Ball on their own 25. Young looking to throw. Quick pass over the middle is caught. Brought down at the 29. A gain of 4. It's 3rd and 6. Gotta make the stand here. Young in shotgun, back to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Ball on their own 29. Young looking to throw. Pressure coming. Avoids one defender. Rolling to his right. And just going to throw this one away incomplete. Matt Judon forces the throw away. It's a 3 and out for Carolina. This defense steps up once again. All the offense needs is points. You don't need a touchdown at this stage of the game. Just make it a 7-point lead again. Just simply get a field goal. Because you have been doing nothing for a quarter and a half offensively. Get the offense into some type of rhythm. The punt comes off clean. going to be returned beginning from about the 10. Malik Washington trying to find room past the 20. Out of bounds near the 25-26. Okay, solid return. There's 12:21 to play in the game. You just need points. You just need to get the offense into a rhythm. Have a drive that's longer than 5 plays. We're going into a commercial break, so we have to wait to see if they're able to do that. Alright, we will see. Got the Giants offense took a nosedive, huh? They're down by 12 right now. Touchdown, punt, and 3 straight fumbles. This Giants team, man. Ugh. We'll see. Also, by the looks of how this game is going, it's like 40 minutes until Tampa-Seattle kicks off. Yeah, I'm still not sure if I'm going live with that game. We'll see. I'll figure it out. It just depends on if I want to record post game right after. All right, Tua looking to throw on 1st and 10. Pass left side. That's caught by Jalen Waddle. Past the 40 to the 41. There we go. That's Miami's second first down of the past, like 35 minutes of game time? Probably a little exaggerated there, but I think that gets the point across. It's been a while since Miami has had a consistent drive going. Just keep building off of this. All you need to do is build off of this. They're showing this replay a lot. Did I miss something on it? No, I just seen. That's what it was. Mike Jackson got banged up after the play. He's heading to the sideline. All right, 1st and 10 after the 15, 17-yard completion to Jalen Waddle. Tua alone in shotgun, 3 receiving options to the left, 2 to the right. Motioning someone into the backfield to his right. Tua going to look to throw. Quick pass right side in a flat. Gonna get 2 for Julian Hill on the RPO. 2nd down coming up. Just need a field goal. The tough part is Jason Sanders is still not kicking yet. So the field goal range is about 5 yards closer than it normally would be. Because Sanders can hit from 57. Riley Patterson's long as 52, 53. So you really need inside the inside the 35. Tua looking to throw in 2nd and 8. Quick pass right side, going to be a gain of a yard. It's caught by Achan, but oh my god. Obviously, don't force anything, but there has to be something else open. We've been taking far too many of these 1 to 2 yard passes today. It's a 3rd and 7. Tua alone in shotgun, and Carolina calls their first timeout. 3rd and 7. You need the first. Third and 7. You gotta pick up the first here. At one point today, Miami was out-yarding Carolina by about 130. Now they're being out-yarded by about that much. Miami has 20 rushing yards on the day. 3rd and 7. Tua in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Low snap. Tua looking to throw. Pass right side is off the mark and incomplete. Looking for Jalen Waddle. At least it's a deep shot. The low snap causes the ball to be inaccurate because he had to get rid of it quicker. If that's a good snap, he has Waddle. Just straight up. If that's a good snap, he has Waddle by... If that's a good snap, man. Waddle has a step on his man. Oh, if that's a good snap, that might be 6. Instead, Miami's punting it away again. Mistakes like that. Punt comes off clean. Going to bounce and be downed at about the 15. It's mistakes like that that cost you games. If that's a good snap, he has Waddle for 6. Man, that's tough. Alright, commercial break. That's just straight up tough. That's just straight up tough. Ugh. Alright, so that commercial break. Oh, this is just tough. This has just been a very bad past quarter and a half, 2 quarters. I mean, again, if that's a good snap, that's 6. That's a mistake you cannot be making at this stage of the game. The defense has done their part after giving up the 13 unanswered. The defense has done their part. The offense just cannot find a rhythm right now. Young under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. 1st and 10 from the 15. 10-12 to play in the game. Young gonna hand this off to Rico Dowdle left side. That's a gain of maybe a yard. Penalty marker down as well. This might be holding on Carolina. I'm hoping it is. We'll see. It's hands to the face on Miami. I cannot. Yeah, it's Adam Butler being called for it. T-Fox, we had a 17-0 lead and we're dominating at one point. Since then, this game has just been nothing. Young looking to throw in 1st and 10. Pass left side is caught in the flat. That's a gain of 5 for Rico Dowdle. Oh yeah, the Ravens are getting killed. At the end of the day, Miami can have the same record as the Ravens, which is... If you told Dolphins fans before the season that come week 5, Miami would have the same record as Baltimore, you would think that was a good thing. Nope. 2nd and 6 for Carolina coming up. Or hell, tell them that after week 5, Miami would have a better record than Baltimore. They would think we were undefeated. Handoff up the middle, and that's going to be room for Dowdle. Past the 40, breaking tackles. Past the other 40, past the 30 to the 29. Are you... Where is our run defense? Rico Dowdle is the only reason Carolina's in this game and possibly beating us. But also because our offense has completely stalled out. Dude, where is this run defense? Rolling him down at the plus 32. Young and shotgun back to his right. 3 receiving options to the left. Handoff up the middle. And that's Dowdle for about 4 or 5. Yeah, I mean, I expected Houston to win. I was not expecting him to be that dominant. That's a great win for Houston today. Eight minutes to play in the game. It's just the Browns' defense that's really good. Their offense is non-existent. Young play action looking to throw. Rolling right, gonna throw this at the feet, incomplete. Penalty marker is down. This might be rough in the passer, I swear. Yeah, it's just the Browns' defense is really good, and everyone was expecting that. Their offense is non-existent. Oh my god, chop. Chop, what are we doing? Why are you hip drop tackling him? Chop. It's the mental mistakes that this team makes week in, week out. It's been the same for 4 seasons. No matter who is on this lineup, it's the same mistakes. Young under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. 1st and 10 from the 14. Play action looking to throw. Young with time. Pass is going to be overthrown, incomplete, but that's holding on Miami. God! Fire everyone. This is shameful. How do you blow this game like this? How do you let up the gas this much against Carolina? The Giants' offense had 2 great drives to begin that game and were dog shit the rest of the way. They fumbled like 3 straight times at one point. Young and shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to the left. First and goal from the 9, handoff to Rico Dowdle up the middle. He gets to the 5, a gain of about 3.5. Hey, Anthony Richardson getting some action. All right, second and goal. Somehow hold them. Young and shotgun back to his right, 3 receivers to the left, 7 minutes to play in the game. You're going to have time offensively. Question is, can you actually do something with it? Young looking to throw. Gonna step up, has room. Bryce Young down to the half-yard line. Third and goal coming up. But the fact he even had that much room in the first place. Hey, stop just bull rushing the defensive lineman. You need to get creative up front to get pressure. And stop dropping Jalen Phillips into coverage. He's not a cover guy. No one on this front 7, no one on this defensive line are cover guys. If they're on the field, they should be rushing the passer. Young under center, third and goal from the 1. Handoff to Dowdle. It's close. They say he got in. Carolina has scored 19, soon to be 20 unanswered. Disgraceful. Fucking disgraceful. You had 5 drives with a 7-4 point lead. And you go 3 and out on 3 of them, and 5 plays or less on the other 2. Disgraceful from the offense. That's a disgraceful defensive drive. But the defense has been playing pretty well today, so I can't put full pressure, full fault there. With 6:10 to play in the game, Miami is now giving up 20 unanswered. To now be down by 3. What the fuck are we doing? It's being reviewed because every scoring play is reviewed. It's close, but this is just shameful. Nah, he got that. That's a touchdown. All right, you're now down by 3. Play calling has to change. His play calling has been dog shit for the past 2 quarters of game time. Since halfway through the second quarter, Miami has not done shit offensively. And they've barely done anything defensively. The extra point, 20 unanswered. 20 unanswered in the span of 2 quarters of game time. Actually insane. Actually insane. When you've had 5 drives to at least get a field goal to put more pressure on Carolina, and you barely moved the ball down the field. You went from outgaining Carolina by about 130 yards to now being outgained by about 150. You have 19 rushing yards on the day. Carolina has close to 200. I thought an 0-3 start was the final straw. Nah, you lose this game, you find a way to blow this game. This is the straw that breaks the camel's back. We have 5 rushing yards this half. What are we doing offensively here? This game was borderline must win. And you showed up like it. The first quarter and a half was great. You just let up on the gas for no reason. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 4. Room past the 25, past the 30, past the 35. That's a great return from Malik Washington. Past the 40, down to the 44. All right, 6 minutes to play. If the offense does nothing with this starting field position, leave McDaniel in Carolina. If the offense does nothing, doesn't even tie the game with this good of starting field position, McDaniel better pay for his own flight back to Miami if he wants to go back. Tua in shotgun, back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Ball on your own 43. Great starting field position. Tua looking to throw. Pass left side is caught by Achane up to midfield. A gain of 7. They're going up tempo here, which I'm fine with because you need to get some momentum now. Tua alone in shotgun. 3 receiving options to the right, 2 to the left. 2nd and 3 from midfield, looking to throw once again. Pass right side, that's caught. That's going to be a first down, gain of about 3.5, maybe 4. That is, I believe, Devon Achane on the reception, yeah. You're still about, what's this going to be? About 13 yards away from field goal range. You have to get a second first down on this drive. Something you haven't done since halfway through the second quarter is string together first downs. Tua under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Play action looking to throw. Tua with time, launching one deep. Has a man, Jalen Waddle. There we go, finally. Jalen Waddle gives Miami the lead right back. About goddamn time we do something like that. Jeez. .442 to play in the game. 47-yard touchdown pass to Jalen Waddle. About damn time. Riley Patterson on for the extra point to make this back to a 4-point game. It is up, and it is good. Carolina needs a touchdown to take the lead. About time. Jeez. Book this offense long enough to get something back on the board. Just about time. Ugh. All right, now the defense. The offense finally found room to wake up. Now the defense needs to make one stand. Carolina only has 2 timeouts remaining. You make a stand, you can kill the rest of the clock without having to give them the ball back. You need one stand. Just one stand. The defense has been playing fine this half. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 1-yard line. Up to about the 20. Up to the 20. Good kick coverage there. Carolina needs to go 80 yards in 4:36 to retake the lead and potentially win. Penalty marker down. It's illegal formation on Miami, because of course it is. Are we going to re-kick? Yeah, seemingly we're going to re-kick here. Yep, we're going to re-kick this one. Okay. .436 to play. Miami has stopped the bleeding for a little while. Yeah, they're kicking this off from 5 yards back now. That's fine. The previous kickoff got to the 1-yard line. Just do that. Just kick as you normally would. Kickoff underway. Going to be returned beginning from the 4. Up past the 25 to the 30 to the 32. And there's another penalty down. I swear. Be on Carolina. Be on Carolina. Push them back. Just push them back. It is holding on Carolina. Good. All right, 1st and 10. 4.5 to play in the game. Ball on their own 17. Young under center, back behind him. Handoff up the middle to Dowdle, and there's room because of course there is. Past the 30 to the 33. Penalty marker down. Push them back, please. Oh, Dowdle is shaken up after the play. That's a terrible loss for this Carolina offense. Oh, it was a penalty on Miami. It was holding on Miami. Fantastic. But Dowdle getting shaken up there is a terrible loss for that offense. Like, he has been having an incredible game today. All right, so first going to be what? 1st and 10? I assume they attacked on, yeah. Ball on the 38. Young in shotgun back to his right. 2 receiving options to each side. Play action looking to throw. Pressure coming. Pass right side. Wide open. Inside the 40 to the 37 is Xavier Legette. Because of course. Welcome on in. Yeah, if Miami cannot hang on to this lead, I won't be live with Tampa Seattle, as I'm gonna be recording post game right after and get that set up to be released before Sunday Night Football. If that's the case, if Miami can hold on to this, I'm willing to push post game back till tomorrow. But if this is a Miami loss today, nah, that has to go up today. Young under center, back behind him. Handoff left side for Trevor Etienne. That's going to be a solid pickup of about 5. Because if Miami blows this game, at one point they had a 17-0 lead. If Miami blows this game, I need to make sure I stay in this emotional state for post game. Because that's the only way it will get the true thoughts through. If not, I can push the recording back if we win. Young in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. Man sent in motion, looking to throw. Young with some time, pass deep, left side, and it's incomplete. Looking for Ted McMillan, they're going to say that was uncatchable. 3rd and 5 coming up. Ooh. Yeah, man, yeah, that's a nice length script. 9K words, yeah, it's nice. But Xfinity is weird in terms of how they handle internet. I think I have Xfinity when I'm properly down south, and it's fine. It gets the job done, but yeah, it's I don't know. It's better than what we used to have, so I'll take it. 3rd and 5, Young in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right. Looking to throw once again. Young rolling to his right, passing going to be short-armed and incomplete. Miami makes a stand. It's 4th and 5. I assume they're going to go for it. I am shocked we have not been seeing Carolina run the ball in this past set of downs. Just run the ball against this defense. It works. Why? The NFC makes perfect sense from the before the season thoughts. I would be that AFC picture would be insane to actually see. Young in shotgun, back to his left, 3 receivers to the right, 4th and 5. Looking to throw, pass right side. It's caught inside the 20 to the 16. It's Jimmy Horn Jr. on the reception. And once again, Miami decides to only bull rush on a key down because we refuse to run pass stunts for some reason. This defense. I can't with this defense. Young under center, back behind him, 2 receiving options to each side. 2:50 to play in the game. Handoff left side, gonna have room inside the 10, inside the 5. Trevor Etienne gets to the 3. The run defense is just non-existent, and I don't know why. We played the run fine against the Jets. We played it fine again. Well, not fine against the Jets. We played it okay against the Jets. We played it okay against Buffalo. We played it fine against New England. We played it okay against the Colts. We're on a different level of just bad tonight. We have 9. I can't with this team. Yeah, that's weird. Young under center, play action looking to throw. Pass right side is caught. That's a touchdown. Carolina retakes the lead with 2 minutes to play in the game. Mitchell Evans retakes the lead for Carolina. I can't with this team. All right, down to the offense again. You have all 3 timeouts and 2 minutes. All you're going to need is a field goal to send the game to overtime. Which, to be fair, you probably lose in overtime. But at least, you don't... You blow this game out of the way. This has been an insanely bad game for Miami. Extra point is up, and it's good. 3-point game. 2 minutes to play. Miami is 2 minutes away from blowing a 17-0 lead. We go to a commercial break. All right, we'll see. But man, this game has been. It started off fantastic. The first quarter and a half was legit fantastic to watch. Since then, it's been bad. All right. So that commercial break. All right, see ya. I'm if Miami blows this game, post game is gonna be something. Because this has just been it's been unacceptable. You have a 17-0 lead. You needed one more score. You needed to stop the bleeding at some point. You gave up 20 unanswered before finally being able to do something offensively. It's just shameful. All right, just coming back from commercial break. Kickoff underway, going to be returned beginning from the 7 and up past the 20 to the 23. All right, you have all 3 timeouts. You have a minute 50 to play. This drive is for the season, basically. A win puts Miami at a 22% chance to make the playoffs. Historically, a loss 7%. This is for the season, basically. Tua in shotgun back behind him. 3 receivers to the right. Man sent in motion. Looking to throw. Pass left side is incomplete. Looking for Waddle. That was very tight coverage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Damn, at least the Jets are getting their asses kicked. We won't be the worst team in the division. But this. You need yards. You just need yards. Don't go to a 3rd and 10. Tua in shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Looking to throw once again. Pass over the middle is high and incomplete. Luckily not picked off. Jalen Waddle was wide open and he threw it high, just like the interception against the Colts to Tyreek. Tua. The chest. Waddle is like 5'10". Put it on his chest. It's 3rd and 10. Don't go 3 and out. Tua in shotgun back to his right, looking to throw once again. Pressure coming and sacked at the 15. Fire everyone for blowing this game. No one should make their way back to Miami. Leave the entire fucking team in Carolina. Just forfeit the rest of this goddamn season. This is disgraceful. How the fuck do you blow this game? Punt comes off clean. Going to be fair caught at the 26. How do you blow this game? Actually, how? Like, actually, how do you blow this game? You were moving the ball fine. In the first quarter and a half, you were moving the ball fine. What happened? Like, how do you let up? You're a 1-3 team. You don't have the right to let up on the gas like you did. 17-0 is not a done deal game in the NFL. Young under center, back behind him. 2 receiving options to each side. Handoff up the middle, and that's going to get it to up to about the 30. Miami will call a timeout. 2nd and 6 coming up. Why is McDaniel holding up a 3? If you think it's 3rd down, just stay in Carolina, man. No shot you already are confusing downs right now. All right, 2nd and 6. 59 seconds to play. You need to force a turnover. The offense has shown nothing to be able to move the ball down the field this half when starting with ball inside their own 30. Hell, even inside their own 40, they can't move the ball. All right, the 1st down ends the game. It's 2nd and 6. Sorry, 2nd and 7. Still. Man, I made the graphics and everything for Tampa, Seattle. I was excited to go live with that game, but I just can't. I need to make sure I get this post game up before Sunday Night Football starts. Typically I just do post game releases on the day after a game, but this cannot be the case. I need to take advantage of this disaster class. Young gonna hand this off up the middle, and that's a gain of about 2 for Rico Dowdle. Miami will call their 2nd timeout. Rico Dowdle has over 200 yards rushing tonight. Third and 5. Young in shotgun back to his right. 3 receivers to the left. Game on the line right here. A 1st down ends the game. Young looking to throw. Has some time. Pass left side is off the mark and incomplete. Are you kidding me? No shot they called that DPI. And no shot you even put them in a situation to call DPI on that. That's game. That's just straight up game. Are you fucking kidding me? Why are you even making contact there? Oh my God. No, you had to punt there. We were too far back with all 3 timeouts. Punting was the smart move there. What's not smart is this team being still a fucking franchise. Relocate them to Montreal. I don't give a fuck. How in the world do you blow this game? How in the world? There's the final knee down. Post game's gonna go up probably in like 30 minutes to an hour. It's gonna be a fun one. This team just blew the chance. They blew the season. I can't believe this team. I actually cannot believe what we just saw. Wow. Just wow. All right, I'm gonna go record post game. That'll go up at some point before Sunday Night Football. I'll be live for Sunday Night Football between the Patriots and the Bills. That should be a much better game, and I should be in a much better mood. This team. I'll see you all next time. Have yourselves a damn good one. Peace.